Hi, welcome to Laura's View and Tarot 2. I'm so glad you're here. Today's date is Tuesday, November 22nd, 2022. And one of my viewers asked me if I would take a peek at a product that's in the news, and that is the product Tylenol. You see, there's a lawsuit ongoing right now in New York State about Tylenol trying to establish the legally the link between the use of Tylenol during pregnancy or while breastfeeding and Asperger's syndrome, autism, ADD disorder later in life. And they do feel like they have enough evidence about that to bring it to court. It is being heard right now. I'm not going to give you a specific link to companies that are collecting data and where they're still accepting enrollees into a class action lawsuit because I don't want to send business to one particular agent. Just be aware that there's several big law firms that are letting you still get in on that class action lawsuit because they're ongoing and damages may be awarded to people that have suffered as a result of using Tylenol during pregnancy. I did go to WebMD to see if there was information. Let me show you what I found. Okay, WebMD does mention that Tylenol does pass from the breast milk to the infant. So and that you should tell your doctor before using it during pregnancy. So apparently there's some cautions in place, but interesting subject. Now we're going to take it one step deeper because the same people that were asking me to read about Tylenol are worried that they are sneaking in graphene oxide into the children's formula. So I'm not going to ask about the status of lawsuits. Those will be self-explanatory in time. But I do think that we do know that they were trying to, they being the deep state, trying to sneak graphene oxide into people that were unwilling to take it voluntarily in products. And no, I don't want to start doing hundreds of videos about products, but I will about the Tylenol. So we're going to ask the universe tonight, the product Tylenol, and specifically Tylenol for children. What cautions does the universe have about that? And is it true that is it true the chatter about them putting graphene oxide in it as an inert and secret ingredient? So let's see what the universe has to say. We're loved, and that's an important question. If there's a yes on that, we'll find out. Okay, children's Tylenol. Have you been naughty and putting things in the mix that should not have been there? Just cautions and confirmations about chatter and information about children's Tylenol, please. Okay, we got the star card, Magician, Six of Pentacles, Six of Wands, Ace of Swords, Nine of Swords, and the Lovers. Okay, just by the fact that there's one, two, three major arcanas here, this is an important question to be asking. The universe, like I said, we're dearly loved. So our safety is important to the universe just as it is to those of us the breathing in on the earth plane and caring for other people. Now, normally, let's skip ahead here a little bit. We have the Ace of Swords, and if you watch me, you know I usually say that's a yes. Okay? I'm not getting that it's a yes as far as the graphene oxide. Let me explain why, and we'll go back and take this in order. So our question about Tylenol, especially children's Tylenol, cautions information and is it true about the chatter is indicated by the star card. Now, the star card is a card of creative power and alignment and moving in the right direction. So the Tylenol products, we're getting the information right here, is that they are moving in the right direction. That may not have always been the case in the past. We'll get to that in a second. Okay, and we're being told a little more with the magician. The magician is one of manifesting, and manifesting with balance. He's got the infinity symbol here. He's very powerful. He has the ability to harness all of the elements, the four main elements. But he's not necessarily an evil card, tricky, or anything else, okay? They've just decided to manifest good things with their product. That may not have always been the case. In the recent past, we have the Six of Pentacles showing up. I think that's a nod to the fact that they realize the scales of justice, which Six of Pentacles holds, is going to require them to pay for some of the unintended side effects involved with the use of Tylenol, especially Tylenol for children. But in the present, we've got the victory card here with the Six of Wands and wreaths are victories, okay? And aspected so perfectly with the star card on this side, I think we're getting a nod that when that product was removed from the shelves, it was cleaned up. Because looking ahead in the near future, we have the Ace of Swords. I think nodding again to that if you have old bottles of Tylenol for children, I think you'd be wise to get rid of them. But the newer product that's out, as long as you use it in accordance with the directions and your doctor's or health provider's blessing, I don't see any problem with that. In fact, we're getting a reassurance there because the Nine of Wands or Nine of Swords is always about the fact that there's less for you to worry about than you think there is. Okay, so the product has been cleaned up and improved during the course of that recall. And we have the Lover's card kind of providing a little more nod of reassurance. The Lover's card is one of partnership and balance. Again, we've got some manifesting and balance going on here. So I'd say the product's been cleaned up. And they didn't have much choice about it. The White Hats insisted. Yeah, they're going to be paying. Oh, I want to just keep flipping the cards all night long. Okay, we got the Three of Wands here. And yeah, so they were willing to give them grief about it. The recall had to do with cleaning up the product and making sure it was safe and what it was supposed to be. That good old Judgment card keeps showing up on questions that involve even peripherally deep state shenanigans. So yeah, across the board, there are people and systems being held accountable for choices and actions, and high time. So what I'm getting from this, children's Tylenol, again, the product's been cleaned up. What you get now, you could have examined, and I think the ingredients are going to exactly match what the label says. In the past, that might not have been the case. And again, if you have an older bottle of the product, please don't give it to your child. Think twice about that, okay? All right, well, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. I do appreciate it. Before I leave, I've got something to let you know about. Earlier today, I met with Liz Tarot, and we videoed a conversation and a mutual tarot read. We're going to try to do that once a month. But the conversation was fascinating. She's an active duty, getting ready to retire military chaplain. And I was able to ask her some questions, and without going into detail, she did mention some kinds of action that soldiers she has counseled have had to deal with. Very, very informative. Okay, so please don't miss that. Right after our video, she got a call that her twin grandbabies are being delivered. So it may not go up until tomorrow, but it's a happy reason if it's delayed. And please, if you get a chance to hop on over to Liz Tarot and watch for that conversation, I think you're going to really find it educational. So that's it. Till tomorrow or next time, thank you so much. Stay blessed. And I send you love and light in all areas of your life and everything you do. Good night.